city. We going, Charlie, we going select. Get with me, we in your city. Get with me, we in your city. We going, Charlie, we going select. Get with me, we in your city.
All right, y'all. What's going on? Back with another episode. The Real Mojo Point of View and Sports Reviews, man. What's going on, y'all? What is up? Nice new studio we got here. Nice little recording space. Actually, it's a big recording space. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. But you know, at least we got it, man. We got it secured, and we in. All type of headphone issues right now, huh? Yeah, but no, we in here, man. We in here. We got everything secured. First show in the new digs. I've been saying it for like what? Probably like 3 months now. Like, yo, we got the new spot. Now we up in here, man. Y'all can see that. Yeah. No matter what time of day, I need this. I need this to go to make it happen, you know. But what's up, y'all? First show in the new spot, man. I'm waiting on some people to get up in here. I'm not gonna wait all day, but because it's late in the day. But I'm gonna kick it off like this. LaMelo Ball, man. He's out of all that Triple B talk, it looked like LaMelo Ball is the big baller, huh? Man, the youngest brother, but he's actually taken off, man, in the league. He's started the last 3 games for the Hornets, and just the last 2 games career highs, 22, 34, and he's playing well. All the guys love him. They playing hard for him, you know. And I feel like Terry Rozier may just have to accept the fact that he's gonna be a backup, you know, and maybe, you know, that will work. You know, maybe that will work for him being a backup. I hope we don't got all type of echo in here because it's a big room, way bigger than I thought. But hopefully he don't have like the same type of Kyrie effect where he want to leave and all that, you know, which is it's kind of a different situation because Kyrie was coming over like making all type of demands and all that stuff, but I don't know. I feel like LaMelo is just he's just being humble. He's going with the flow. You know, he's doing his job. And sad fact, maybe him doing his job is probably better than Terry Rozier doing his job. I mean, sorry to say, but as far as the 3 Ball brothers go, I feel like he's far and away better than. I mean, well, we can't even talk about LiAngelo because he's not in the NBA right now. But he's on a farm team. You know, he's in a bubble. I believe he's in a bubble down in Orlando. I forget what team because he was on Detroit, and they let him go. And I think he got picked up like day after. But I mean, if it don't do nothing else for your team, it's gonna bring ticket sales, because let's be real, those dudes is crazy popular. The Ball brothers, those dudes is crazy popular. I mean, like they might even want um they might even want LeVar to come up in there. They might even want LeVar. Like Detroit, they could have used that. That would have brought a lot of revenue to the city. You know, um, you got one of the Ball brothers and the Pops dropping in every probably what 41 home games. Pop's probably gonna drop in like 15 home games. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do you some justice on your ticket sales because people want to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna sell your building out. He's gonna sell you out every time he's there. Because he's gonna make an announcement somewhere on some social media platform. Headed to the game right now. Headed to the game right now to see Jello or whoever. And now, so I'm hearing now that Lonzo, there's some teams that want Lonzo. Well, that's inquiring about his services. And it makes sense. But it's gonna have to be a team that got two established scorers already. Um, a small, well, not a small, but a guard and a big, or a wing and a big, that's looking to just get out and run. Because one thing he can do, he can run, and he plays a real up tempo style. So with that being said, you get a rebound, find him, and just go, and he's gone. He can't be in a system probably where he's gonna be relied upon to score. Because you would think he's in a perfect system right now. You would think he's in a perfect system right now. He got Brandon Ingram on one wing, Zion on the other wing. Problem is, Brandon Ingram's turning into a dude that needs the ball a lot. He's turning into a guy that needs the ball a lot in his hands. And I don't know how, good that's going to be. Y'all, I got a glare. Hold on, let me turn this light down. I got a glare. Give me 1 second, y'all. Excuse me. There we go, y'all. That glare was crazy, right? Had to just shut the big time lights off, use the ring. But yeah, he's you would think the situation he's in now is perfect, but for some reason, they didn't offer him an extension. So maybe they feel like they need something else out of the point guard position. Maybe maybe a little bit more scoring out the point guard position, maybe. I'm not really sure. But for whatever reason, he didn't get an extension. And it could be because his price is going to be high because he was the number 2 overall pick. So that in itself puts his numbers up, his price tag up rather. But I just feel like he I don't know. I just feel like he hasn't got his confidence yet, or maybe he was so much better than everybody in high school and the teams that they played in college. Because against De'Aaron Fox in college, he didn't do so well, and But again, he wasn't asked to score 20 or 30 points. Even in high school, he didn't score like 20 or 30 points because LiAngelo scored all the points. You know, he's the leading scorer on the team through high school, and LaMelo. But you know, before those dudes was getting bigger, he was going off, but he didn't really blow up until his junior year when LiAngelo got on the team. So I don't know. Maybe the best fit is going to be give him one of his brothers, or his contract is up. He'll end up going down to Charlotte. Imagine that. That would be LaVar Ball again. Speaking speaking stuff into existence. He would be the ultimate future teller. And you would never hear the end of it. None of us, we would never hear the end of it. That would just be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know, with that being said, and we can always come back to that, but I do want y'all to drop comments below. And right now, we'll just say LaMelo and Lonzo. Who would you take? You know, and I'm pretty much sure I know which way it's gonna go. Because if it was up to me, I'm taking LaMelo too. So we're gonna switch over to the Bradley Beal dilemma. Oh man, dude, I feel bad for him, but I feel more bad for him having Russell Westbrook as a teammate than being on a losing team. Because at least you be on a losing team, and you know you just lose, and the season will go by smooth. Now you're on a losing team. You got Russell Westbrook, so it's always something. He's still talking about, I'm the best teammate Kevin Durant ever had. But he did go out there and do the Nets in and hit the game-winning three. But after Bradley Beal came down and just iced it on Bruce Brown. But listen, I don't know what more Bradley Beal can do. You know, it ain't too much more he can do. There's really nothing he can do. He's on a bad team right now. You know, Bradley Beal's on a bad team right now. And that ain't really gonna get no better. That's really not gonna get any better. I don't know if John Wall's salary is gonna affect the team for, you know, the next couple years or whatever, but I'm looking at Washington as being number 12 team in the East for the next 3 years. Hey, but you just hope Bradley Beal can get up out of there. You hope something can be done and get him up out of there. But or bring him some help or whatever. But I doubt it. You know, I don't think there's nothing that can be done for that team right now. He might have to he might gotta force his way out of there. You know, he might have to force his way out of there. Hate to say it, but he might have to get on his James Harden and force his way out of there. Because, I mean, he just got a huge contract, 2 years ago? So he's making like 40 a year. So, I mean, he's there. He's there. I mean, unless he just want to soak up the money and, you know, do whatever. But other than that, he's there, man. Bradley Beal is stuck there. And I don't see no end to this in sight. I mean, they brought over Russell Wilson, like, all right, cool. We're going to get you some help, you know, just to make him feel good. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't do nothing. That's terrible. You know, that you can't even say it's a temporary Band-Aid because he would probably rather have John Wall not there and just don't be there, but then don't have John Wall not here and then add Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Because John Wall's not going to be there regardless. We know that. But wow, I don't see where Russell Westbrook made this thing any better. You know, I definitely don't see where Westbrook made this thing any better. What's going on? The light, baby. It's tough, man. It's tough especially when you got a dude like Bradley Beal. Everybody feel bad for the dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not like he's a good dude. It seems like, you know, he never complained. You can see it's starting to wear on him now, though. You know, all the losing starting to wear on him, but he don't complain. He don't like get into mess. He don't miss games and all that stuff, man. It's just a shame to see, you know, him going through it like this. It's kind of crazy that he's in this type of situation. You know, you hate to see a dude like Brad Bill in this type of situation, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. It's nothing like what else you gonna do? What else you gonna do? And then they took on, like I'm pretty sure Russell Westbrook got a huge contract. You know, so they you know they brought that in. So it's like I don't know if it would be higher than John Wall's contract. John Wall had a pretty big deal, you know, and then all the injuries happened, you know, and then now he's playing well. He's playing well, but I can't really see nobody in the East, no guard playing better than Bradley Bill. I mean, imagine if he was on like a Boston or Philadelphia. Imagine if you swap him for like a Chris Middleton. Might pencil Giannis into his first finals. I mean, he's unguardable. He will play defense. He's not playing no defense this year. I can tell you that right now. He's mentally checked out right now. You know, he's checked out right now, which is kind of sad because again, he's a dope talent, man, and you can see he worked on his body, he worked on his game, his handle, all that stuff got better. You know, everything got better, and then just the way it's going for him is like it's almost a travesty, man. It's almost a travesty the way it's going for him. I'm laughing, but I mean, we laugh because he's making like $40 million to go through this struggle. You know what I'm saying? Not having a winning record, but like the competitor and then the fans. You know, the fans is pissed. You know, um, the fans got to be pissed because he could be realistically the league MVP right now if his team was you know what, if his team was even in a playoff hunt, if his team was in a hunt for the AFC, you know, he could even be an MVP candidate. But the team is so bad, you know, like you can't even, because it's like the thing is like, what is he doing for the team? You know, he's not even really like helping them accomplish nothing. because they're so bad. You know? They're 14th place in the East right now. I mean that's just it. Like if they was ninth, if they was a ninth seeded team, or even if they was a ninth seeded team, let's say we'll go with ninth seeded team, and then towards the end of the year, obviously, towards the end of the year, and they got a chance to get in the playoffs, and then they eke out an 8th place finish, get in, get swept the first round, whatever, because the team's not good, but just the fact of what he did, because the MVP is the regular season, not what he did his career, not what he did last year that he got gypped out of. The MVP is a regular season award. So what he does, get him in the playoffs, just speaking hypothetically, get him in the playoffs in the 8th seed. Boom, regular season's closed out. So you took that team, got them to the playoffs. Nothing else matters after that. Get your team in. Get a bad team in. I mean, that's enough to get you at least MVP consideration to me. But that's not gonna happen now because that's a real bad team. But sorry, Bradley Beal. Sorry for the mess you in, bro. Force your way out. I mean, everybody else does it. Everybody else does it. At least you really never had no dirt on your name. No one ever said nothing bad about you. So you could just be fed up and everybody will feel sorry for you, kind of. So force your way up out of there. Force your way out of there. Harden, he ate his way and forced his way out of Houston. Then he got to Brooklyn and looked 15 pounds lighter in the first game. So maybe you can wrap some stuff around, you know what I'm saying? Put on a bodysuit or whatever you gotta do and get up out of there, man, because this is just like stalling this is like taking away years from a real good career, man. Like I said, Bradley Beal is a good player and he's a good dude. You don't hear nothing from him, so he's one of the only dudes I'll say he deserved to win. At least feel it, like damn, I'm fighting for an 8th spot or whatever. If you send him to Philly, like, yo, we could possibly win. He should at least get that feeling once or twice. They had it a couple years ago, but they wasn't really gonna win with John Wall. Bradley Beal's game wasn't mature to the point it is now, and then John Wall's game was the same. Beat you off the dribble, but can't shoot. So, like, what good is that? If the crazy thing is, if this was the Russ of 3 years ago, Washington would be a different. We'd be having a different conversation about Washington right now. But just the fact that it's just a bad team, man, and you got pieces on the bench. You got dudes like Ish Smith on the bench that if Russ was playing good, you could bring in Ish and you could let Russ rest and, you know what I'm saying, he could play 6-7 minutes a quarter, 5-6 minutes a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So that way you don't have to worry about injury. You don't have to worry about burnout. He could spell Bradley Beal and slide Russ over to the 2 and still let Smith run the 1. You know what I'm saying? So it's a few, like, if the team was good enough, and then you got dudes like Grant like Jeremy Grant, I believe his first name Jeremy Grant. He's killing it right now, but had he went to a team like Washington, you pick Detroit, and they got I don't want to say stars or whatever, but they got players over there. But you pick a team like Bradley Beal, and then Grant came into his own. That's Harvey Grant's son. He came into his own. Like, he's killing over there. So you took him and add him to Bradley Beal. Then in the East, they could be 7. But and then you got to do like Julius Randle. He's coming up. Like Washington got to figure something out if they plan on keeping Bradley Beal and not making him suffer. Because right now this is suffering. I don't even like Washington. I like him a little bit more because John Wall's not there. I'm not a John Wall fan, but at least they, John Wall had the team kind of relevant. He got the star power and all that. John Wall got the star power. I ain't a fan. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I'm gonna just say I'm not a John Wall fan. But he could definitely ball. So, but the thing is, in the playoffs, when everything switches up, you got to be able to have something, like a jump shot to go along with the explosiveness, because fouls don't get called a lot. You don't go to the line a lot. So you got to be able to hit those shots. And again, it's a shame Bradley Beal can't be in a little bit better situation so he could be in the next topic of the show, which is the MVP race. It's early, not even All-Star break yet, but who you got for your MVP? Who y'all got for y'all MVP right now? I gotta say LeBron James. He's holding it together, man. He's holding that team together. Let's be real. When LeBron James is gone, the Lakers are gonna be trash again. They're gonna be maybe 7th or 8th seed, but they ain't gonna be like this right now. Anthony Davis is good. He's real good, but you can't win a championship with him. He's not a championship type of he's not a leader. He's not the number one on the championship team. We'll just say that. He gotta have a wing or a guard, like leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be, you had to have like a Bradley Beal if LeBron wasn't there. Say LeBron wasn't there. You would have to have like a Bradley Beal or a Durant or a Harden or something like that. He can't do it by himself. He can't do it with the team that they got right now. He can't do it with the team that they got right now because there's always something. He'll go up for a rebound. He'll come down and fall. And you miss 13 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not like he's not the driving force of a championship team. We'll say that. So if LeBron, because everybody keeps saying, like, all these announcers, they got 2 of the top 5. Anthony Davis is not top 5. He's not top 5. He's good and all that. He's not top 5. Everybody. Anthony Davis is not a top 5. So the Lakers don't have 2 top 5 players. Let's be clear. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard. If anything, the Nets got 2 of the top 5 because you got James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis is not in the top 5. Top 10, I'll give him top 10, but he's not in top 5. Like, we got to be real. but he's enough to where, obviously, because they won, he's enough to where LeBron can lean on him. He can lean on him. But Kawhi Leonard, like he's not in the top 5. We just got to be real. We got to be real about it. Giannis, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even get mentioned. And then people like dudes like Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and them dudes. Oh, he's you got 2 of the top 5 players on the Lakers in the NBA. No, you don't. You got 1 top 5 and you got 2 of the top 10 or 15 maybe. But you don't got 2 top 5s. You know, but like I said, you add him to like a Devin Booker or Kyrie or something like that, and or Bradley Beal, maybe you got a championship team, but you can't take LeBron off that team and then Anthony Davis just lead them. That won't happen. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, and you can take Anthony Davis off that team, and they'll still be a top 4 or 5 team in the West, and probably get to the second round, maybe not the finals. But I just don't feel like he's that type of dude that everybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it makes it look a lot better now. You know, it'll look a lot better because everything's not on his shoulders. But when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, he's not in the MVP race without LeBron James. You know, and LeBron James is in the MVP race since he came into the NBA. So, you know, other than maybe his first 2 years, but other than that, yeah. So, you know, I'll say LeBron, Kevin Durant. Excuse me again, Steph Curry pushing him down. Yeah, Anthony Davis is not in the top 5. I'm pretty sure we all know that. They're just saying that because they're winning, and you know what I'm saying. They want to get him. They want to get love from him, but you ain't getting really no love lying to the man because he knows he's not top 5. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you got like you can add a Steph also over there if LeBron wasn't there, and LeBron and AD could possibly they could possibly take you to a champ, but like you just Anthony Davis, he's not the driving force. And no one dude really is, but you know, it's some dudes that just got it. You know what I'm saying? People even got Luka in the MVP race, but no Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me that they could say that the Lakers got 2 of the top 5 players when he's not even. He's top 10. I say that. You know, he's up there, but he's real good. And then you don't got to be top 5. Like that's like just a lot to put on somebody. Top 5. You know, that's a lot to put on somebody. You know, you then he's out there because a lot of dudes got like a weak mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron James. He don't really care about nothing because he know he's the face of the league and all that. Kevin Durant just don't care because there's nothing you can do to stop him from doing what he wants to do. Steph Curry, you know, stuff like that. Certain dudes, it don't even come into question how good they are. You know what I'm saying? Only guys like only like a guy in between like Anthony Davis because he never really proved it. You know, over in New Orleans. Did they ever even get out the first round? The couple times they got to the first round? Nah. I mean, they may have got out the first round once, maybe, that I can't even really remember because I never ever really even thought about New Orleans, you know? And every time there was like a good stretch of basketball, like I said, he'll go up and get a rebound. He did it with the Lakers a couple of times. go up for a rebound, come down, miss the next 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just a, it's just a line that a lot of dudes is giving him. They're crossing him past the line, and he's not really up past the line. Like Luka, not an MVP candidate to me, and Luka's not in no top 5 either. But to me, but he's not an MVP candidate. Luka, he's not an MVP running to me. Because how can you put Luka in the MVP running, and you don't even mention Devin Booker in the MVP running? How can you do that? And Devin Booker's better than him, and his team's doing better. You know, I know they got Chris Paul, but Dallas got Porzingis. You know, Dallas made the playoffs last year. So, I mean, they lost to the Clippers. They had the Clippers in a good position. Then Porzingis got thrown out that first game, which was BS. And then I think he got hurt after that when he came back, or something like that. Somebody got hurt. Luka got hurt. Yeah, Luka. It was an ankle, I think, ankle or a knee or something like that. He played, but he was hurt. So yeah. Then you got like, I'm trying to think, because it's not a lot of MVP candidates. LeBron, Kevin Durant. Trying to think who else. I don't even know who would be. Y'all gonna have to drop comments for this one. Oh, Joel Embiid. That's Joel Embiid right now. Probably those are probably the top 3 to me right now. LeBron, Embiid, and Kevin Durant. I'm probably gonna go Durant, LeBron, Embiid in that order, maybe. You know, because Joel Embiid's playing some good ball right now. He's playing good basketball. You know, I don't know if they're mentioning him for the MVP, but I feel like right now he's doing enough to get it. But it's so early in the season. That's why I put the early MVP prediction, like right now, like maybe a front runner or something like that. You know, but nobody else really, besides those 3, is doing nothing spectacular. You know, there's some dudes that's scoring a bunch of points. Jokic in Denver, he could be in the top 5 maybe for MVP. If you're doing like a top 5 MVP prediction, you could put Jokic up there. But other than that, nobody doing nothing that's really standing out. Like I said, Bradley Beal is killing it, but they're not going to give it to him just for the simple fact of where his team is right now. You know, 15th place. So you could count Bradley Beal all the way out. You know, I don't know if you want to say Harden. Because I believe since he's been in Brooklyn, he's averaging like a triple-double. So, you know, I don't know if you want to say Harden in there, but yeah, drop comments below, man, because I'm dying to know who people feel like is doing, you know, damage or whatever out there, and you know, catapulting themselves. Now's a good time for some of these young dudes like Tatum and all that. Now's a good time for some of them. Tatum, Booker. Now's a good time for some of them to throw their name in there, and Trae Young, dudes like that, and just establish themselves, you know. But you know, can they do it though? Is that what's going on with them? Are they ready yet? You know, I don't know if they're really ready yet. But you know, it is what it is, man. So again, drop your MVP top 3 in the comment section, man. Drop your 3 MVPs in the comment section. Front runners for the early MVP. Now we're gonna jump into again the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets is a constant topic, man. Brooklyn Nets is like LeBron James. They always gonna be a topic. Just because of their big three. But so I watched the last couple games, and I feel like the Brooklyn Nets, to me, I feel like the Brooklyn Nets is coasting. Shout out to Little Boxes, man. What's up, man? Yeah. LaMelo definitely the best ball brother. You know what? Now, shooting wise, I got to go with LiAngelo. I got to go with LiAngelo as the best shooter of the three. But since we talking about the two in the NBA, definitely LaMelo. He got it all. Lonzo can jump, though. Lonzo can jump, and Lonzo is a real good defender. But overall impact in the game, I think LaMelo is definitely the best. So you definitely got that. Yeah, LiAngelo, he is in the bubble right now. He's in the G League bubble down in Orlando, right? He was with Detroit, but they ended up letting him go. Detroit ended up letting him go. But I know he's in the bubble. And he's in the bubble. I'm pretty sure like the front offices is talking like, yo, we got another guard, whatever we looking at. So we're gonna let LiAngelo go. And they got probably like a big email chain, and somebody's like, oh, okay, we'll pick up that contract, boom, slide him over here. So you don't have to leave the bubble and then come back. I feel like that's the way that probably is working down there, because they don't want you to have to leave. And then the bubble just started too. So everybody's already there, tested in their rooms for the quarantine time. And then I'm pretty sure they don't want them to have to leave. Then another team call them, and then they got to come back, test, and do the quarantine for 14 days. You done missed so much time. So it just make more sense probably to just stay there and like go through instead of going through the process again, just stay there and move to whatever team, whatever the accommodations are, whatever campus they're on down there. Probably do like that. But I feel like I would give LiAngelo a shot though, because he could shoot, man. He could shoot it. The only thing that's gonna kill LiAngelo is probably playing defense. He might not be able to defend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Why would they do that? Oh, you know why they probably did that, though? Because he wasn't starting at the time. He wasn't starting, and now the last 3 or 4 games, he been going off. But yeah, you had Graham. Either way, he was good. Graham's balling too, but LiAngelo's last 2 games, yeah, but you got to understand too where he was coming from. Yeah, he was coming from overseas, and then his pops got a habit of putting targets on their back. My son's the best, da 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 da. And then you see what happened to Lonzo the first game, and I don't think Lonzo ever recovered from that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Lonzo ever recovered from that. Yeah, he got a nice role coming off the bench, but you know what though? It seemed like to me that the team play harder for him. They go harder for him. And that's and once you get past high school, it's a lot of like big time colleges and professional. It's a lot of like if the team like you, then we just gonna go extra hard for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eagles quarterback, that one that Nick Foles. Nick Foles is trash, But they made the players put together a statue for him outside the Eagles Stadium after he won that Super Bowl, right? When Carson Wentz came back, they said we got to get rid of Nick Foles because they gave a speech for Carson Wentz in the locker room. For Nick Foles in the locker room. So they had to get rid of him, or else the big time money they invested in Carson Wentz had been for nothing, because the team and everybody just rallied around Nick Foles all the time. And now they're doing it again with Jalen Hurts. So that's the situation I'm seeing in Charlotte. Like, they go hard with Terry Rozier. They play ball. But when LaMelo Ball's in the game, they looking for him. Boom, boom. It was one sequence last night. Maybe even been the night before. But they swinging that ball crazy. They passed up 2 wide open shots just to get him a shot in the corner. You know what I'm saying? When he shot in the corner, he made the 3 or whatever. Everybody jumping off the bench. It's just a thing where they just love him over there. So they're going to go extra hard. And, layups is going to become dunks when he passes him the ball, because they don't want to miss. They don't want to make it seem like when he's in the game, it ain't going the way they want it to go. So, that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Some dudes just get the love. And he was already so popular anyway, before he even got there, before he even got to the NBA. He was, it's the internet era, social media era, He was already like crazy popular and all that. So that's just, so everybody felt like they knew him already from watching their show, and then they followed him from high school to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Nets is not deep at all. That's the only thing. They got Amon Shumpert. I saw him last night on the when Kevin Durant had to leave. I saw Shumpert last night. So they got him. That's going to do 2 things. They got to get a couple more players, or some dudes got to start producing. But now, like you were saying, they can move Joe Harris to the bench. Let Amon Shumpert start, because he's not going to knock down all those threes, but he's going to play real good. He's going to play lockdown defense almost. And then you got Joe Harris coming off, who's just a knockdown shooter, led the league last year, and probably up around the top 2 or 3 this year. So he was burning himself out, and then playoff time, he didn't have nothing left. You know what I'm saying? And that is who I think Brooklyn won the trade. I think Brooklyn won the trade because John Wall and Boogie Cousins, right? They just came off of the deadliest injury in sports, which is the Achilles, both of them, right? John Wall already missed 4 games straight, right? At some point down the line, this is John Wall. So even without the Achilles, he's going to miss another 6, 7, 10 games this season probably. So that brings him down from 72 games already to like 55 games, because they're only playing 72 this year, remember. That's gonna bring him down to like 55 games. So you're paying him $40 million to play 55 games out of 72. And then on top of that, it's John Wall. So something else might happen. Then you got Boogie Cousins, you got DeMarcus Cousins. It just, those dudes are so injury prone. And James Harden should, think about it. James Harden played 82 games a year. He's playing 82 games a year. So he burns himself out because, like LeBron, he's giving it all. He's fulfilling his contract. He's playing all, every game, and then the playoffs, he just don't got nothing left. But yeah, Cousins is doing good. See, for Cousins, his game's not based on speed and quickness, so the Achilles don't really hurt him that bad. And John Wall looked good too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. John Wall looked good, man. But then Oladipo. So you you got rid of Harden, but you got 3 dudes that just been injured. So in a case like that, what happens? What happens in a case like that? We pray they don't. You know what? It might be too early to ask that question. Might be too early. We might have to wait until the playoffs start. We might have to wait till the playoffs start. We might have to wait to answer that question until the playoffs start. Because, because right now it's definitely pretty fair. It's definitely pretty fair. And then Harden just got fed up. Then he started pulling antics. I don't like this. I like James Harden. I like all 3 of them, right? All 4 of them, even Oladipo and all of them. I just didn't like, the way he got himself out of it. He didn't feel like those dudes was, going to be enough to help him. And the way it's going, they probably could have been 3rd or 4th in the West if Harden would have stayed there. And he could take some breaks and take some time because they still got Eric Gordon, still got PJ Tucker. So the team was pretty deep. What I didn't agree with was a couple years ago when they got rid of Clint Capella. But he can play defense when he want to, though. He can play defense when he want to. He just choose not to because he's playing defense now. But you know what he's doing now? He's playing defense on bigger players. He's playing defense on bigger players. But LeBron's different. And that's the thing about LeBron. He's not even on these dudes' level. LeBron is back in the days when the Knicks was good. When the Hornets had like LJ and Mourning and Kendall Gill and them dudes. That's when LeBron's one of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's one of those dudes. This era now, like I don't care what no one says. Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar, not worse playing, not worse skilled, just the worst type of leader. You know what I'm saying? Like you got them like he's not you got them like dictating practice schedule. Kawhi until this year, Kawhi didn't play a back-to-back since 2017. That's absolutely ridiculous for a dude under 30. Yeah, but we just talking about Harden. We're not talking about the whole defense because I was watching somebody was spot shadowing him the other night playing defense in the paint. He tends to play defense better on bigger guys that's not as quick and shifty. He's playing a point guard on offense, but he can't defend the point guard. And that's probably the problem. That's part of the problem that I'm seeing now. He can't defend the point guards. So anybody with shifty quickness, just like a Ben Simmons situation. He's bigger and he's longer. Ben Simmons is a little bit more athletic, but he just can't defend. But Kyrie don't play D. Kevin Durant plays D. And their defense plummeted too because look what they got rid of. They got rid of Jared Allen. They got rid of Karis LeVert. Uh, Dinwiddie's hurt, and them dudes play ball. Them dudes play ball. They defend. Yeah, Wall always been a good defender though. John Wall always been a good defender because he's so athletic. You know, he's so athletic, and John Wall's big, man. John Wall's big. To be a point guard, John Wall's a big dude, man. I know Ish Smith, and I went to him and my cousin, his first cousins, you know, and we used to go to some Wake Forest games, and when they played Kentucky, and this is when Wake Forest that year when Wake Forest was number one throughout most of the year, they played against Kentucky, John Wall and them dudes, man, and you know we was just had talked to him after they lost to Kentucky, and my cousin asked him, you know, what was going on. He was just like, man, the dude is too big because, you know, Ish was the starter for Wake Forest for 4 years. Then they brought in Jeff Teague, and that kind of like messed up the chemistry they had, I think, but whatever. But they Ish was just telling them like John, he's just too big. The whole team was huge, but he was just saying Ish was just too John Wall was just too big, you know, and you can't get around him because he's so fast and so quick, and he's long to go along with quick and fast. So, and strong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so Wall always been a good defender because he gave the Celtics fits in the playoffs like what, 3 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago when Washington was doing fair. He gave the Celtics crazy problems. He was getting triple doubles because he was posting up Isaiah Thomas in the paint and just passing over his head to the cutters and shooters. So, John Wall is just an injury issue with me. You know, the last 3 years, because after that playoff series is when the injuries start hitting. He got hurt that year, but after that year, that was when the injury bug started hitting him. So he looked good. Yeah, he does. He looks good now, and he looked good all summer. So, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no setbacks, which is a good thing. Like I said, I like John Wall. I hope he does real good. But it's just a fact of the injury bug, you know, with him the last 3 years. So, and that's all you can go by. If he just got hurt last year, then you could just say, well, nah, that's just 1 year. But the last 3 years, just constant injuries. So, and that's the reason why I put it, you know, the way I put it. But with him, but John Wall's tough, and his jump shot look a little much improved this year too, you know. So where you at, man? You on Twitch? You subscribe, man. Subscribe. I do the show, and I got the new spot where I'm doing the show at now. You know, I haven't did it in about haven't did a show in like 8 days, but so right now, hold up, man, hold up. Big one. Big one. What's going on? Oh. Super Bowl prediction, man. Who you got for the big game? Who you got for the big game tomorrow? And why? This is down to the nitty-gritty, man. For everybody who hasn't already, please subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? It'd be greatly appreciated. The squares, my mom's got some squares, man. My mom's got some squares. So who you like? Who you like, man? Who you like? So what is it, 55? Super Bowl 55. Who do you got? We going with Tampa. Stop the madness. Listen, man, I like Tampa got a good D and all that, and they got a talented team, but the only thing correct Pat Mahomes, he only needs 5 good minutes to beat you. Every playoff game last year, he was down double digits. Came back and won every one, obviously. Even in the Super Bowl. Did you see the Tampa Kansas City game this year? Tyreek Hill had 203 yards in the first quarter. Yeah, that's cool. That's all right though. But Tampa got a chance. Yeah, they got Tom Brady, Gronkowski, Mike Evans. Brady's favorite target, man, is Chris Godwin. Then they got Antonio Brown. They team is loaded, man, and they got a better defense than Kansas City. But nah. Listen, Pat Mahomes got to do it. This is big on his legacy right here. This is a big. This is the probably the biggest game of his career. Because if he's trying to take over GOAT status, right? He still got a ways to go. Even if he win tomorrow, he's still not the GOAT. But he's trying to take over GOAT status, right? He gotta win this game. He has to win this game. No doubt about it. No, it'll be one. Oh, in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, but that. Now, come on. You remember the first time. I remember it clearly. I was in Manhattan. I was downtown New York. They cheated. They cheated the Kansas City Chiefs. Never mind Mahomes Brady matchup. You know they cheated the Kansas City Chiefs. The dude was not offsides. Was it the defensive end? Was it Tom Bahali or whatever? When they had him and may not have been Tom Bahali. It may have been the other guy. I forget it. Frank Clark. He's still there, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think it was Tom Bahali they called it the offsides on. Clearly wasn't offsides. He clearly wasn't offside. That was crazy. Oh yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna front, man. I live in Massachusetts. I live in Boston. I'm not a Patriots fan. I respect what they did. All that good stuff. But let's be real. Tom Brady gets some favorable calls, starting with the tuck rule. That was a fumble. The Raiders should win that game. That was terrible. He's great, but he get a lot of calls. He get a lot of help. He get way more help than he should get, which is crazy. That is crazy. He getting superstar calls like it's basketball, though. This is not basketball. The calls he's getting, crazy. The calls he's getting is crazy. He has been allowed to take the air out of footballs. I played college football. He been allowed to get away with a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into it because it's over. But yeah. I think Deshaun Watson should be traded. I feel like anybody who don't want to play somewhere, even if they're good, even if they're real good, which Deshaun Watson is probably Deshaun Watson is probably going to rival Pat Mahomes. Probably not next year, but the year after that, for the next 10 years, it's going to be Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, right? And now you throw Justin Herbert in the mix, but that's going to be it. And Allen from Buffalo. Well, so what happened was they told him after what Bill O'Brien did, right? They told him he was going to be treated like every other franchise quarterback. Any coach or GM from now on that we bring in, that we interview or whatever, you're going to be included in the process, right? Tom Brady get that? Well, he didn't never really have to, but Peyton Manning got that. Aaron Rodgers got that. Just all the big dudes got it. The one that retired got it. From Indianapolis, can't think of his name right now. From Andrew Luck, all those guys, they got that common courtesy, right? So they told him, now you get that common courtesy since Bill O'Brien got rid of, Hopkins for no apparent reason. So now they didn't do that. So because they just, well, he don't want out the well, the thing is the contract is the contract. So whatever team he go to, got to take the contract. What Houston wants now is just the compensation. So I believe they said they want 2 young defensive players. They said stars, but you can get a star, and you can get a star on one team, and then he goes to the other team and don't play that good. So, well, the guaranteed money. So guaranteed money is basically they paying you for what you did already. So all the things he did, that's what he's getting. That's what Dak Prescott's going through over in Dallas. The guaranteed money is basically a signing bonus, and it's basically a thank you for what you already did. That's why they dropped the guaranteed money for rookie quarterbacks, because they haven't done anything. So basically, what he's doing is he's getting paid for the first 4 years of his career, which was real good. So that's what the guaranteed money is, and you got to have a guarantee for one, because if you get hurt playing, you getting hurt playing for them. So if you get hurt playing, boom, you got to have something to fall back on. Yeah, to increase the cap hit, but the other team would take the remainder of the contract. It would increase the hit only for 1 year for Houston. I think the Panthers is good. The Panthers got a whole other thing of problems. Luke Kuechly is a problem. They lost his safety. That's another problem. I'm just being real. I'm a Pittsburgh fan, and Pittsburgh got a whole hella lot of problems. They got a whole shitload of problems. But the Panthers got problems. You know what I'm saying? Beyond, Or the Panthers, I don't think they got. Unless you're gonna trade McCaffrey, and then you see what all those hits that McCaffrey took the previous year is doing now. He was hurt all year, basically. He was hurt half of the year. And for a running back, yards from scrimmage, that's how you get paid. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, he gonna put butts in the seats. He gonna put some wins on the board, because here's the thing: without Deshaun Watson, Houston is a 2-win team, maybe, depending on who the quarterback is. Because all that trade talk, you got to get a quarterback. You can't just trade for first-round picks and whoever. Yeah, but there was a 4-win team, but without him, well, you know what? They might be a no-win team, because J.J. Watt is done. He's shot. They didn't have no run game. Oh, Deshaun Watson was the run game. They didn't have no receivers. They had Fuller, and then he was taking PEDs. So, like, I don't know, man. The defense was terrible. Offense was wait. Whoa. He led the league in passing, right? Deshaun Watson. Pass yards, right? He led the league in pass yards, right? Yeah, the Texans is bad. The Texans is bad. Well, yeah, that's what. But what else he had to go off of? He had to throw the ball. They had to throw it, and he was the running game. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just feel like again, if the Texans, right now they even hired a black coach, but the thing is, he just don't want to be there now. And I believe it's good to get out because, like you said, the Titans is known for ruining careers, and it's not going to stop with him. The thing is, he's so good, it's just going to look like, oh, look what we did for him. But he's so good, like realistically, at this point in time, age and everything taken into consideration, I don't want no one. If I can't get Mahomes, I got to get Deshaun Watson. I that's just it. That's just it. Not Lamar Jackson. I got to have Deshaun Watson if I can't get Pat Mahomes. And Deshaun Watson, with those weapons that Pat Mahomes got, will probably be in the same position sitting in the Super Bowl, to be honest. He could make them good. Like, you send him to like a Minnesota, you send Deshaun Watson to Minnesota, it's over. Yeah, Josh Allen. Yeah. I think I mentioned him earlier. He's gonna be one of those four. Mahomes, Watson, Allen, and Justin Herbert. Those are gonna be four. Those are gonna be like the four dudes that is going off. Even they're talking about their problem wasn't offense, but Kirk Cousins wasn't making Kirk Cousins wasn't making no winning plays because them late game interceptions when the defense did come up with a stop, Minnesota's just a more complete team. You know what I'm saying? They're a more complete team. Great running back. Great running back. Yeah, but see, and Cook missed a couple games because Cook is not a big dude. So giving him the ball like you're giving it to Derrick Henry is not the key. Even if Deshaun Watson was on the Raiders, a team like the Raiders with firepower, he's on the field, so the defense don't have to keep coming out. They keep the ball first down. They keep the ball. They keep the chains moving, and they keep the defense on the sideline. It's a lot. It's a lot of teams that him just being so good can make teams that barely missed the playoffs. He can put them in a conference finals, conference championship, just because he's so good. The worst team, who do I think the worst team in the league would be next year? The worst NFL team. I don't know, man. The worst NFL team. Probably New England. Probably it's out of probably New England. Yeah, Breeze. Yeah, Breeze is a good dude, dog. Like, I don't got nothing bad to say about Drew Brees, man. Nothing. He's a good dude, man. He's all about New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Drew Brees. Yeah, he did that. He freed up 24, 21 or 24. I think it was 24. He freed up a lot of cap space. And the best team, obviously, to answer that question, the best team probably gonna be Kansas City again. Kansas City, record wise, it'll be Kansas City. And just the best team. It's gonna probably be between Kansas City and Tampa Bay again. Because I don't really go by the record, the regular season record. I don't really go by it. Because the regular season record, it could be a few teams. It could be Baltimore, Kansas City. You got to respect that because of what's on the field. And if it happened to be Tampa Bay, you have to respect that too. But like, look at this year. It was Green Bay. It was Kansas City and Green Bay. They both had 14-2, right? I think something like that. 13-3. But then how good is Buffalo gonna be next year? How good is Buffalo gonna be? And then if Pittsburgh they gotta let Ben Roethlisberger go. They can let Juju walk too. They can let him walk too. But whatever, Juju bring a little bit of toughness. But Ben don't offer nothing. He can't throw the ball no more down the field. He can't move. He's not Big Ben no more. So him being what he is now, the age and all that, is killing the team. But Super Bowl prediction, probably gonna be the same two teams that's in it now. Because Tom Brady's gonna be back. If they can keep Antonio Brown, if they can keep everybody in place, Tampa Bay will probably be back. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody really beating them because, like I said, unless like Deshaun Watson goes to Minnesota, then that'll be it. See, he's gonna change a lot of these conversations. Deshaun Watson gonna change a lot of these conversations because, like I said, he's so good that he can take a third place team, Tennessee. He can take a Tennessee and put them from third to first. You know what I'm saying? He can take a Tennessee and put them from third to first. Just that easy. Because Tennessee got receivers. Tennessee got a good tight end, real good defense, and then they would have Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I think the Browns was a fluke. I think the Browns was a fluke because Pittsburgh wasn't that good, and Baltimore had like major COVID issues all year. They had crazy COVID issues all year. For the Texans. Well, yeah. See, but see, that's the thing. The guy was going to trade Hopkins anyway because he don't like his issue was he didn't like the influence he had over the locker room. That's what he was saying. He said that about having like 2 or 3 babies' mothers, but that's bullshit. He didn't like the influence that he had over the team. He had more influence over the team than he did. And that's all that was. Yeah, but you give it to him. What give it to him? DeAndre Hopkins, give it to him. Why not? What you got to do is you got to keep Deshaun Watson happy. No, they're going to pay. Deshaun Watson's getting paid. Deshaun Watson's getting paid regardless. They would have brought them both in sit down, let's work this so that y'all can both get the most money that we can give y'all. Tunsil, he would have had to go. Tunsil's the odd man out in that equation. He's just the odd man out. Juju might leave because they stack with receivers. They need a tight end. They need a quality tight end. And Juju can't get open down the field. Juju don't have separation. So Juju would probably be better off in a New England style offense unless he just want to stay and be the third receiver and his money drop, because whatever he's asking for, he ain't gonna get. He can go to TikTok. He can go to TikTok. Yeah, he can go to TikTok and dance all that, you know. Well, yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. He's the number one, and his skill just turned him into the number two. You know what I'm saying? His lack of separation from game one last year, when his first game without Antonio Brown, played the Patriots, had no catches or one catch or something like that. Stephon Gilmore made him cry, literally. He came to the sideline, tears coming out because he couldn't get open. And then every other they didn't even double team Juju. They didn't even double team Juju. So, and nobody has to double team Juju. So, I mean, that would be good for their quarterback, Kyler Murray. I mean, if he go to Juju, not Juju, but D-Hop need a number two. Fitzy just retired. They didn't really have a second receiver, which is the reason why they weren't as good as they should have been. Kyler Murray played his behind off. D-Hop is D-Hop. He just need a second receiver. He need a number two. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I don't know, but it ain't Duck Hodges. They let Duck go, and it ain't Mason Rudolph. He's terrible. I would like to see them get somebody from free agency, because the team, the way they're constructed now, they got to win. The defense is getting a little old. The offensive line is getting a little old. So you can draft a running back, but they need – Kirk Cousins would do them good. A guy like Kirk Cousins, he would be just fine for them. Who's the backup in Jameis Winston would do them good because he likes to go down the field. And they got three receivers who can just go down the field. They need a little bit more than a game changer, though. You know, they need a little bit more. Even though their defense play lights out until the injuries happen, they need somebody to go downfield. They need a quarterback that's stretching the defense, you know, because a lot of that would ease up off they got Claypool, Johnson, and Washington. You know what I'm saying? The receivers is not the problem. And they're known for drafting and, you know, cultivating receivers anyway. The problem is, yeah, but granted, Ben's not there. I mean, they can't play their game with Ben. They can't go deep with Ben because Ben can't throw no more. His arm is shot. His arm looked like Cam Newton's arm. Cam Newton's arm is shot this year, bro. Cam Newton couldn't throw. Oh no, you know what? He at the beginning of the season he was going, and then Julian Edelman got hurt, and then that kind of killed it for him. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, before I forget, if y'all haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, the friend button, wherever y'all at. Hit the subscribe button, man. Share the video, whatever we got to do, man. We're going to get it popping. This is also going to be on my podcast it's on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Radio One, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to right now, shouting out Little Boxes, Lorenzo Valentino 2021. Shout out to all y'all dudes, man. Shout out. We still rocking, but I just wanted to shout y'all out, man, for being here, for being interactive and all that good stuff, man. I'm shouting y'all out. Make sure y'all follow the podcast too. On the podcast, on the non-visual podcast. Yeah, man, all day. That's all we can do, man. Panthers fan. Yo, I like the Panthers. I don't have a beef with the Panthers. I think I want to what's his name? Luke Kuechly. Dude, Luke Kuechly did y'all so dirty. Luke Kuechly did y'all dirty, man. I understand. I used to play linebacker. I understand. Neck always hurt. Head always hurt. Shoulders always hurt. Hands always hurt. I get it. And I ain't saying like he did y'all dirty being selfish. I'm just saying like he did y'all dirty, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this would have been a crazy year. Yeah, he looked defeated because he didn't want to retire. That's why. It's hard, bro. You can't. He's one of them dudes could care less about the money. He's out there playing ball. You know, he's playing ball. He loves to play ball. He don't care about the money. That money don't mean nothing to him. You know, at a certain point. Just like Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying now, Deshaun Watson, he'll sit out. He don't care about the money. He already made $80 million playing for them. So he don't care about the money. Yeah. Luke Kuechly, that's what I'm saying. He didn't want to retire. He didn't that's not what he wanted to do. You know, and he feel like he let them down because he's still there. So that's my thing. Like, he didn't want to retire, but you know, he's smart. He went to school up here in Boston College. So, and then Chris Nowitzki, I don't know if you know who he is. He used to play for Harvard, linebacker. Then he went to wrestling. He's on that big concussion board too. And those dudes, they meet up here all the time. Like if you had a few concussions, it's just the right thing to do. You know, Patrick Willis probably would have been the top 5 linebacker all time. Remember him for San Francisco? He retired at 25. And then they had another linebacker retire, Wisconsin. He played for Wisconsin. He retired the year after Patrick Willis, and he was a rookie. Like, concussions is scary, man. Concussions is scary, and it does something to your whole body. You know, it does something to your whole. That year, it was 3 big-time linebackers. Well, not that year, but those 3 years, it was 3 big-time linebackers that retired from concussions. You know, Patrick Willis, the other guy, I can't think of his name, man. Sorry about that. From Wisconsin, and there was one more the year after, and I believe he was on San Francisco too. But yeah, concussions it just does something to your whole body. Like, well, not your body, your whole mental state for like 2 or 3 days. And it's just like you just sit there and contemplate like what is this? Like, what is this feeling? You know, and then it makes you sick to your stomach. Because I had 2. You know, so immediately you get sick to your stomach, throw up, get dizzy as hell. So imagine them dudes doing that 5-6 times, concussion 5 or 6 times in you know, a year or 2. So that's a big time, and them dudes are young. Those dudes are young, you know. So, and think about it, they're young and feel invincible, but then they have a concussion, they just retire like that. That's big time. That's big time, man. So I get it. I get it. Like I said, I play linebacker. I get it, man. So that's one of the most vicious things you could play is linebacker. That's second to only boxing, where everything basically is head contact, head trauma. So, but I think what they should do is they should let Luke Kuechly choose their defensive players. They should have him in on the draft process. You know what I'm saying? Because he can see it. And then if he goes to talk to these kids in college, he can see who got it and who don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Best linebacker right now? Best linebacker right now. It's a few, man. It's a few. Yeah, Luke Kuechly, he got a draft. If nothing else. He could be on the defensive coaching staff, but he definitely gotta be your top scout drafting defensive players. You know who I like? I like a rookie right now, linebacker for San Diego. Murray. He was a linebacker for San Diego, not San Diego, for the LA Chargers this year. He was tough. He came on late, but he was tough. Other than that, man, I don't know. There's a lot of good linebackers. There's a lot of good linebackers, but I don't know if. But Murray looked good maybe like the last 10 games of the season. The last 10 games, because I liked him in college. I watched his last college game, right? And before I knew he was a senior or whatever. So I'm watching the game. I'm an Alabama. I was born in Alabama, so I'm an Alabama fan. But I'm watching him play, and he had like 11 tackles in a row. Pass downs, run downs, just making tackles every single play. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, man, I gotta see this dude. I said, I gotta watch him next year. And then it's popped up, he's a senior or whatever. I was like, oh, he's definitely going first round. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You know what? Who's a good linebacker, man? Not just because he's a Steeler. Vince Williams. Vince Williams is a good linebacker, man. He's a good linebacker. He can blitz. He gets home on the blitzes. I think the dude from Clemson, he's a rookie too. He's gonna be real good. What was his name? It may be a second year. Maybe a second year guy. Hold up, let me find, because I like this dude. Simmons, yeah, Isaiah Simmons. Yeah, he got to figure out what he want to be though. He is more of like a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? He was playing a lot of he played a lot of safety. He played a lot of safety in college. He played linebacker too, but he played a lot of safety in college. He played a lot of safety. Yeah. Only thing he got to do, he might have to gain maybe 15 pounds and play up there around 255. I don't know if that will hurt his game. Darius Leonard probably is the best linebacker in the league, most complete anyway. Yeah, Thomas Davis was a beast. Dude, Thomas Davis was my favorite linebacker for a long time, even though I like Ray Lewis as my favorite NFL player ever. Him and probably Deion Sanders and Lawrence Taylor. But Ray Lewis is probably my favorite ever. You know what I'm saying? Picture that. I'm a Steelers fan, but Ray Lewis, my favorite player ever. You know, just player overall was Ray Lewis. But yeah, Thomas Davis was a beast. And then think about it, they had Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly for what 4 years, 5 years? They had those two together, 4 years maybe. That was tough, man. That was tough. He brought it. Yeah, Ray Lewis, man, the intensity was crazy. He had his team. Oh, they played for 7 years together. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. And go and then throw Cam in the mix. Dude, when Cam came up here, I knew that was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be bad. So you are a Panthers fan. Now, something I'm about to say right now. Don't be biased. Tell me if it's true or not. I believe it's true. Cam never been the same after Denver in that Super Bowl. And mind you, those hits was dirty in that Super Bowl. Denver was playing dirty in that Super Bowl, bro. That was crazy. That was ridiculous, bro. That was absolutely. That was disgusting, dude. I'm being real. That shit was disgusting, bro. That was disgusting. That Super Bowl, that was ridiculous. And they didn't get not one flag. No, wait a minute. I think somebody hit him on the knee. Yo, you don't think that the Super Bowl was crazy? The first game of I was going to go to the first game of the season. That first game of the season was even worse. The first game of the season reminded me of what the Saints did to Brett Favre. That was ridiculous. No one got fined. No one got suspended. That was crazy. And Cam never been the same since then. Never, dude. He been hurt since then. I mean, like, that's crazy. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta flip this switch over here. Yeah, man. I feel like that both of them games was borderline. They was beyond they was over the line. Oh, you know, that's Cam. It's not it's him. It's personality. You know what I'm saying? He is what he is, and some people like it, some people don't. You know, but Cam was one of the dopest, man. Cam's one of the dopest. When he was up here, he actually like started out the season real well. You know, I think Julian Edelman got hurt. No real tight end to speak of, and the Patriots got to get rid of N'Keal Harry. Like he's not it. Yeah, Delhomme. I like Delhomme. I think he outplayed Tom Brady in the Super Bowl too. What happened was Tom Brady had a real good defense, and they got one stop when they needed it, and then he went down and kicked the field goal. I think Jake Delhomme definitely outplayed Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady got outplayed in being realistic. I think Tom Brady got outplayed in 3 Super Bowls. In 3. You know what I'm saying? I think he got outplayed in 3 Super Bowls. But hey, what can you do? What can you do, man? You got a top 3 or 5 defense, number 1 scoring defense. So nobody, people moving the ball, but they're not scoring, not even getting to the level of field goals. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey, listen, man. It is what it is. You know how it is. You know how it is. The thing is, the Panthers is not that far away, if you really think about it. I like Teddy B. You like Teddy B? I like Teddy Bridgewater. I think this year was getting his feet wet. You know, I think he just got his feet wet this year, and just seeing if he can hang. I feel like he can hang, man. No, I think he can hang, man. I think he can hang. You know, injuries is mental. So he's a game manager, but we'll say this: you got a game changer at running back if he can stay healthy. They give him the ball too much. This is a y'all are a thunder and lightning type of offense. You need a back to, I'll say, get 15 carries. You need a 2-back system. Like right now, go get Mark Ingram. Go get Mark Ingram right now. He's the ultimate complimentary back, Mark Ingram. He did it with Kamara. He did it this year with Dobbins. He's the ultimate complimentary back. First pick in the fantasy draft, Mahomes. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers. Number 3, Deshaun Watson. I mean, I wouldn't throw Christian McCaffrey in there, but you might have to. But the thing is, like I said, you can draft a running back. That's the easiest position to transition from college to pro. So you get you a running back, and you pretty much all set because you know you got Watson for 12 more years, at least. 10 real good years and 12 and 2 decent years, you know? Yeah, but, never mind the Texans. Never mind the Texans. He might not even get traded. He might got to sit out and do like Le'Veon Bell did. But, for the simple fact that, hey, Deshaun, we're going to treat you like every other big-time quarterback, and they didn't do it. Now they get what they deserve, just like Dallas. Kind of get what they deserve. I really don't know what to make of Houston. Like I don't know what to make of Houston. For real, bro. I don't know what to make of Houston. They kind of put themselves in this thing, man. They put themselves in this position constantly. And now somebody is saying, yo, I'm not with this no more. I just want out. And he ain't even saying much. He's not out there like, oh, they doing everybody dirty. They treat everybody this way. But he's not saying nothing. Just trade me. That's all he said. That's all he said. Philadelphia is they look into he ain't hiding. He's being professional. He's being clean, just in case he gotta go back there. Or people in Houston love him because he do a lot for the community. But the thing is, It's just the simple fact that reality is he might be there because he's still under contract. No, it ain't professional, but it's the message being sent. It's the message being sent. What's not professional is Kyrie Irving going off the grid and not telling the coach, the general manager. But I mean, oh yeah, Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's a done deal. I think Matt Ryan is a done deal. Yeah, Kyrie's he's a weird. He's a weird dude. Top 5 point guard in the league, but weird. Kyrie's definitely a top 5 talent, but he's weird. Yeah, he think the earth is flat. Like no one would have walked off the end of that by now and just fell down. He's a weird man, but we don't care about what he's thinking. We just care. Well, Brooklyn Nets people. And I go to Brooklyn all the time, man. I go to Brooklyn all the time to watch the boxing matches, right? And I don't see myself being able to get in there no more for basketball games or nothing because the big three. No, Kevin Durant got pulled. Kevin Durant. He got pulled last night. Kyrie still played. Kyrie only took, well, it was like he didn't play. He only took one shot in the fourth quarter. Oh yeah, LaMelo's a beast, man. LaMelo's a beast. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. He's one of the only ones. Well, you know what? The other two, the younger two, Lonzo's the only one that really like was his pops had all type of influence. You know what I'm saying? It was the father, LeVar had all type of influence on him. And maybe because he's the oldest and he just wanted to do everything right. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like LeVar his influence don't really bother the other two because I hate tattoos, blah, 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 blah. LiAngelo came back. Tatted up. Yeah, so I mean, top five, man. I like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kawhi, and I like James Harden. I like Harden, man. I gotta give Harden and Damian Lillard a tie though. I gotta get him to a tie. The best shooter all time. That's hard, man, because people saying it is Steph Curry, but I like Bird and I like Bird and Ray Allen. Who's the best point guard of all time? Best point guard of all time. I like Isaiah Thomas. I like Zeke. I like Zeke, man. Zeke was tough. Pistol Pete was tough. Yeah, Pistol Pete was tough, but I think Zeke was crazy with it, man. And Zeke was just a tough dude altogether. Yeah, Zeke was a tough dude altogether, man. He got it in. And he's a champ. Zeke's a champ. Magic, obviously. But I think Zeke had a more complete game. You know what I'm saying? Zeke was tough. Where you rank? Because I'm trying to be realistic. People like ranking LeBron and Jordan and all that. Where you rank LeBron and Kobe? Who's better out of them two? Because, see, I think LeBron's probably going to have the best career of anybody ever. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I kind of like Kobe too, man. Better than LeBron. I kind of like Kobe better than LeBron too, but career-wise, you can't. You really can't. LeBron's gonna have the best career ever. I feel like he's gonna have the best career ever. Because he's breaking everything. Yeah, Chris Clemens is tough. He's tough, man. What's the name too? Christian Wood. Christian Wood got hurt too. Yeah, LeBron did more with less than anybody ever. Anybody ever. That's why I say, like, I don't know, man. I think LeBron's way up there. But now check this out. I'm gonna go back to this since y'all was here. No, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, right? So check this out. Do y'all think Anthony Davis a top 5 player? Because I definitely don't. I keep hearing Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith. Oh, you got 2 top 5 players on your team, the Lakers. This dude is not a top 5 player. Definitely not a top 5 player. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not a top 5 player. Top 10, maybe. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said earlier in this show. Top 10, maybe. Top 5, hell no. Because it's coming to the point where I'm about to take Embiid over him as the years go on. Conditioning, they both miss games due to injury, but conditioning, if Embiid can get his conditioning, Embiid's better than him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. But listen, guys, that's the show for today. I am gonna get on here probably Monday. Like I said, I'm in a new spot. I'm in a new studio. Got the new recording space. It's huge in here. Today's the first day in here. I had secured it a couple months ago. But man, listen, like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe. Subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube. Go hit me up, man. Follow the podcast on all major streaming services. Man, and I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me again, man. Shout out to Little Boxes, Lorenzo Valentino 2021. Man, shout out to y'all dudes, man, for coming through, hollering at your boy in the first show in the new spot, man. Dope. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the interaction. Hit me up, man. Hit me up on here. Drop comments, share, all that good stuff, man. But make sure y'all subscribe, man, and I'll holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Another show in the books, The Real Mojo, Point of View, and Sports Reviews, man. I'm out of here. I will see y'all later.